Wealth does not define your worth. Money can't buy happiness. All of these are true, but as everything, there are caveats.
Especially in this modern world, they say money is the root of all evil, but it's also what prevents us from running behind the ever so revolving world.
Without it, we fall. Our growth is stifled. It makes it harder for us to compete in the race which we call life.
Among families, the first semester 2021 poverty incidence was estimated at 18.0%, which is equivalent to around 4.74 million per families. Meanwhile, the subsistence incidence among families was recorded at 7.1%, or around 1.87 million food per families in the first semester of 2021.
And according to the Philippine Statistics Authority or PSA, the unemployment rate in the country slightly increased to 6.6% or 3.27 million Filipinos in December 2021.
There are about 7.753 billion people in the world as of 2020, and about 9.2% of the world, or 689 million people, live in extreme poverty on less than $1.19 a day, according to the World Bank.
By 2020, the global unemployment rate reached 6.5%, up 1.1 percentage points from the previous year. The number of people unemployed worldwide increased by 33 million, reaching 220 million.
Unemployment and lack of education are one of the biggest factors that cause poverty to uprise. Obviously, without jobs or a source of income, one's wallet does not earn.
And most of the time, unemployment rates are also heightened by people who lack education. This can go both ways. It's either they did not go to school at all, or they did, but the course they took wasn't qualified with the current standards society was looking for. And most of the time, people don't go to school because of poverty.
Which creates a dreadful cycle. The poor stays poor because they don't or can't grow. They don't have the same benefits those with money have.
So we must take a stand. We're in dire need of people spreading awareness about the severity of this matter.
Those who are experiencing this problem can't just stand by themselves, so we need to lend a hand, help in stopping the poverty paradox, and as a student, help in educating others.
With the help of sustainable development, getting rid of poverty will help provide people's needs so they can get through with their everyday lives.
We also have social media, we have influence. Spreading worldwide information is just on the tips of our fingers. More eyes to open in order to see truly stop what's happening in front of us.
You know, another solution to help combat against poverty is for our country, and the world in general, to have a greater access to education.
Why? A huge factor in poverty is the lack of education in impoverished areas. Some lack the basic knowledge of how to read and how to write even, which makes it much harder for them to keep up with the ever-evolving society.
If people have greater access to education, it'll also cut down the rates of unemployment, which in turn will have more people earning money and providing for their respective self and families.
But alas, lack of education isn't the only factor. It's unfortunate to say, but some people are just lazy. They don't have the motivation or energy to do work themselves and instead rely on help from other people and help from the government, which isn't exactly right. We have a responsibility towards ourselves, and the responsibilities are our own.
We should learn to take matters into our own hands and to stop waiting for the guava to fall into our mouths. Let's be more aware, for poverty does not only remove one's access to basic necessities.
It can also cause a division within a community.
It can make people turn a blind eye against each other.
And it can make people view the gap between themselves and those in poverty even higher than it really is. Everyone has their worth.
Everyone's important.
Everyone has their rights.
And together, let's help rid the world of poverty.